The running back combination of Mark Ingram and Alvin Kamara helped the New Orleans Saints run up of 24-8 regular season record, take 2 NFC South titles and win 2 playoff games over the past 2 NFL campaigns. In 2019, Latavius Murray will step in as Kamara's running mate while Ingram does his ball carrying for the Baltimore Ravens. After 8 seasons, Ingram left the Saints, who were unable to keep the former Alabama All-American from departing in free agency. New Orleans brought in Murray via the same means. The NFL's free agency period opened on March 13, but teams could start making pitches on March 11 to players set to become unrestricted free agents. On March 12 came the news that the Saints were signing Murray. The next day, the Ingram to the Ravens news surfaced. While he's happy to have Murray, New Orleans coach Sean Payton didn't like the way the contract negotiations went with Ingram. It happened pretty quickly, Payton said on Tuesday during the NFC coaches breakfast at the NFL's annual league meeting in Phoenix. "Look, I'm excited for Mark's opportunity. He's been a tremendous player for us and leader for us. It was frustrating because I felt there was little dialogue. At least, usually, I'm able to visit with the player, and I wasn't able to, so the ins and outs specifically to how that unfolded still to me are a little bit cloudy. Tried texting him, tried calling him, direct message. He texted me back, and then the next day we weren't able to speak. I'm excited about Latavius joining our team. We've got coaches that have been on teams with him. I think we'll have a clear vision for him." Murray signed a 4-year, $14.4 million contract with the Saints. The contract included $7.2 million in guaranteed money, a $3.4 million signing bonus, a $1 million base salary for 2019 and a $2.8 million base salary for 2020. Murray has a $350,000 bonus due if he's on the New Orleans roster on the 5th day of the NFL's 2020 business year, with similar bonuses of $150,000 in 2021 and $250,000 in 2022. The final 2 seasons of the contract, which aren't guaranteed, carry base salaries of $2.95 million in both. Murray also would earn an extra $12,500 for each game that he's on the Saints' game day roster in 2021 and 2022. Ingram signed a 3-year, $15 million contract with the Ravens. The contract included $6.5 million in guaranteed money, a $4 million signing bonus, a $2 million base salary for 2019 and $500,000 of his 2020 base salary of $4 million. The contract calls for a $5 million base salary for Ingram in 2021. Mark Ingram will bleed black and gold forever, but now he's a Raven running back. Mark Ingram said goodbye to New Orleans and hello to Baltimore on the same day. Murray rushed for 578 yards and 6 touchdowns on 140 carries and caught 22 passes for 141 yards for the Vikings in 2018. Murray shared running back duties for the Vikings with Alvin, who ran for 615 yards and 2 touchdowns on 133 carries and caught 40 passes for 305 yards and 2 touchdowns in 2018. "He'll have a big part in what we do," Payton said of Murray. "I think, number one, he's smart. He's got exceptional speed and acceleration. He's a guy that I think can run the wide zone plays. I think he's a guy that can block a blitz. I think he can do a lot of things well. I know he's a great teammate. I've heard a ton of great things about him. He's excited, and once he gets here, I know he's a bigger player. He'll do the things that we feel like he does real well." Ingram rushed for 645 yards and 6 touchdowns on 138 carries and caught 21 passes for 170 yards and 1 touchdown for the Saints in 2018. After returning from a 4-game NFL suspension to open the season, Ingram shared the running back work with Kamara. In his second NFL season, Kamara received his second Pro Bowl invitation as he ran for 883 yards and 14 touchdowns on 194 carries and caught 81 passes for 709 yards and 4 touchdowns. In 5 NFL seasons, Murray has run for 3,698 yards and 34 touchdowns on 899 carries and caught 128 passes for 883 yards and no touchdowns. Murray entered the NFL from Central Florida as a 6th-round selection of the Oakland Raiders in the 2013 NFL Draft. He spent his entire rookie season on injured reserve but earned a Pro Bowl invitation when he became the Raiders starter in 2015 and ran for 1,066 yards. In 8 NFL seasons, Ingram has run for 6,007 yards and 50 touchdowns on 1,321 carries, and caught 228 passes for 1,598 yards and 5 touchdowns. A 2-time Pro Bowler, Ingram set the Saints' franchise record for career rushing touchdowns in 2018 and ended the season 89 yards behind Deuce McAllister for New Orleans' all-time rushing lead. Ingram joined the Saints as the 28th player picked in the 2011 NFL Draft. At Alabama, he'd won the 2009 Heisman Trophy for the Crimson Tide's unbeaten BCS National Championship team. New Orleans traded its 2nd-round selection in 2011 and its 1st-round choice in 2012 to the New England Patriots to pick Ingram. "It's always challenging when you lose a player that has been with you a long time," Payton said. "It was a big part of us drafting him and going back into the 1st round in 2011. He's going to a great organization, and I'm sure he'll continue to bring those skill sets to Baltimore. Meanwhile, we have a young team, but a team that I think has real strong leadership." For more of Al.com's comprehensive coverage of the NFL, go to our NFL page. New Tennessee Titans guard wants to help Derrick Henry get head of steam. Free agent addition Roger Saffold ranked as one of the NFL's top run blockers in the 2018 season. Mark Ingram is a sports reporter for Alabama Media Group. Follow him on Twitter at @Mark1.